once the world was still very young, lived a great king named Odin. He sat on his throne in the most beautiful palace in Asgard. The great king wore a helmet shaped like an eagle. On his shoulder perched two black ravens called Memory and Thought, and at his feet crouched two snarling wolves. The great king gazed thoughtfully down on earth below him. He had made men and women who live on earth with the help of other gods and felt truly like the All-Father. And from high on his throne, the king looked down beyond the earth, deep into the gloomy land of his enemies. He saw dark figures of huge men moving about. They are known to be the frost giants who were only waiting for the chance to bring trouble to his children. The frost giants were the ones who brought cold and ice to the world and shook the earth with hatred. They despised him as well as the other gods. However, fair elves and ugly dwarves promised to help his children. The elves are the artists who painted the flowers and beds for the streams. They take care of all insects and brought rain and sunshine to the earth. The ugly dwarfs dug gold and silver. They forged iron and metals and made weapons. They also get beautiful jewels out of earth and even cut grain and ground the flour for the farmers on the earth. But it was not enough. He, the king, needs to have more wisdom. He ought to know more about them. So then and there, the king decided to go and find a well of clear water where you could see pictures of things that had and were going to happen. He went and saw an old man beside the well with his face blind all the troubles of the world. No one could see the pictures of the well unless he first drank some of its water. Only Mimir, the old man, could give the magic drink. Odin called Mimir and said, "You could give me the water to hold the past knowledge and the future. Let me have just one sip so I can protect the man and woman of earth from the hate of the giants." Mimir looked kindly at the great king without any emotion and replied that the price of a drink wasn't cheap, and that once you have drunk and gazed into the mirror of life, you may wish you hadn't, for sorrow and death as well as joy are pictured there. So the king should think again before asking for a drink. But once the king of the gods are already settled, then nothing could change it, and instead of being scared, he asked for the price. Mimir gazed at Odin with amazement visible in his eyes, and complimented that he was a great and good king, and that he had worked hard to make the world, and only those who are like him may have a drink to his well. But however, it is not enough. He told the king that he needed to sacrifice something very dear to him. Odin then thought about his son, yet Mimir spoke again, stating that he wasn't asking for his son, and what he wanted the king to give him was one of his eyes. Odin put his hands up to his bright blue eyes, and without any second thought, he plucked one out of his blue eye and handed it to Mimir. One eye was a small sacrifice to win knowledge of how to help them. Mimir smiled and gave the king a hornful of water from his well. Odin then drank and watched the pictures passing across the waters inside the well and sighed. For just like what Mimir said, he had seen sorrow and death as well as joy. It was only the glorious promise at the end that gave him courage to go on. So, Odin, the great king, became one-eyed. It is there on the well to remind men and women of the great sacrifice. It is there on the well to remind men and women of the great sacrifice he made for them. The end. This is the video presentation of Group 2. Thank you for watching!